frustrating afternoon for you. You seem to have that game in the bag.
I'm smiling through adversity. 'Cause, we did enough first half without really getting into our stride, and I thought we were 2-0 up, and I didn't think we deserved it or had earned it. Second half, we needed to play in the opposition's half. We needed to get the ball forward, and we needed to be back in that play up, and we didn't. We sat in, and we invited pressure. And if you invite pressure, they got that fortune today, a deflected shot and a deflected cross. But if you sit back and invite pressure, things like that can happen to you.
So the game plan wasn't to invite pressure. You made changes today, second half changes. You don't regret any of those. You were telling the players to push on and not sit back.
No, it's designed to put two up top, to play in the opposition's half, get the ball forward, retain possession in their final third. And again, so putting another man on is saying that we want to get on the front foot, and we're a team that's designed to get on the front foot. We're not designed to sit off. They go and play in midfield. They have 5 in midfield. We've got 5 in midfield, but we're protecting our back four instead of stepping into play and winning the ball back. We've got players that are good at winning the ball back. They're not interceptors. They're regainers. We need to be on the front foot, regaining possession, and then playing.
What about What about the fact that this is not the first time it's happened this season, Keith, where you've had the lead, you had a 2-goal lead against Curle last week and you blew it? Is it becoming, perhaps in the players' minds, a psychological thing where they think the opposition have got a goal back, this could be a worrying last 15, 20 minutes? Is it becoming in their minds a little bit, this situation where they're blowing leads?
If you keep mentioning it like that, Tim, yeah.
Well, no, in all fairness, that's 4 times it's happened this season. It happened a fair bit last season as well.
Yeah, well, it's gaining that winning mentality and being able to see games out. If you saw us at Swindon, defended our goal very well. We see us at Stevenage, defended our goal very well with a man less. Again, going back and filling holes. Sometimes there's no need for it. Go and mark a man. Go and play in front. Go and defend in front, and start defending higher up the pitch. And that's personalities, individuals understanding their role and putting demands on people. We don't need people filling back. We need people getting in contention with the ball and winning the ball back.
The frustrating thing is, I'm sure for you, is the fact that for long periods in these games you're really good. You were 2 up, you were looking good, you had Jordan Turnbull's 2 goals as a cushion, and you hit the crossbar 3 times that would have sealed the game. So it's not as if you're not deserving to win these matches. You should be well in control by the time you get pegged back.
Well, we're a team that need to play on the front foot. And again, when we do play on the front foot, we will create opportunities. And again, some of the opportunities we scored, like I say, hitting the woodwork, they will go in. But again, likewise, then we know that we can't invite pressure. We can't sit back. We don't want people putting the ball into our box with too much ease, and we don't want people taking pot shots at our goal, because deflections do happen. But again, we need to get closer to it. I've looked back at the video, I've looked at the goals, and they're poor goals. And they're goals that we need to stop. And again, but we're learning. We're learning as a group, and sometimes you learn by getting a smack in the face, and it's how you accept that smack in the face. You don't. If you turn the other cheek, like you're going to get smacked again. The thing is, you get up and you say, right now, we know as a team where we're designed to play. Now we need to get there with more quality as well.
I thought you were about to get talking of smacks in the face. I thought you were about to get a smack in the face from a Cobblers fan at the end there. He came up to the side of the pitch and seemed to be fairly confrontational. I'm not going to ask you what he said. I'm not sure, but there might have been some expletives in there. But can you understand his frustration at the way the Cobblers have not won today's game?
Yeah, of course. And again, when you say it's not a confrontation, he's voicing his opinion, and I've showed him the respect to go over and talk to him rather than him just shouting abuse. I wasn't confrontational in my
No, I'm not suggesting you were, Keith.
And likewise, I've got to say, when I got face to face with him, he calmed down and was able to talk to me and tell me where his frustration is lying. So I'm never going to shy away from confrontation. But how I address it is, I'll speak to anybody that's got an opinion, and I respect people's opinion.
That's being positive. I try and be positive on BBC Radio Northampton. That's 4 unbeaten now. You've dropped points in the last 2 games, but you still think the progress is forward. Are you still seeing good signs coming from your Cobblers team?
Oh, last 2 games going 2-0 up, you'd say, yeah, there's signs there, but there's still lots of work that's got to come into to go into this squad. We've still got players that are coming back into the squad, which will make us stronger as well. The shape of the team, the understanding of the team, the rewards are there to see. But what we need to do now, we need to make sure that we're able to see games out, and seeing games out is not sitting deep. Is playing in the opposition's half and getting on the front foot. We're a team that gets regains. We're not a counter-attacking team that sits back and sucks up pressure. We've got to be a team that gains regains all over the park and get on the front foot. That's how we're designed to be.
So to be clear about this, for the folks listening at home, it was a question of the Cobblers just not being offensive enough, perhaps, in the last half an hour today.
Well, we put 2 men on to give us more of an attacking threat, to get the ball up there, to make it easier to retain possession of the ball. And then we lacked a little bit of quality at times. We didn't get that connection. And then when we had opportunities to play in the final third, we took the wrong options. When we took the right options, we created goal-scoring opportunities.
And talking of scoring opportunities, Hall Johnson right at the end, first game for a while, he's been out injured. As our summariser Martin Smith said, it looked easy to score that chance right at the end than to put it wide of the goal. That could have been a glorious winner, couldn't it?
Martin would have put that in.
You would have put that in, I would have put that in.
Yeah, and again, so but, what we do, we haven't, like I said, I think in one of the previous interviews, we haven't got a blame culture. Missing chances, not closing people down, we're learning. And what we do, we learn, people get on board, or they find themselves learning by watching and not playing.
So back to the PTS Academy Arena next Saturday against Leyton Orient, and hopefully if you're 2 goals up in that match, you can close things out and cause us to have a nice weekend and not too many raising blood pressures.
Well, I think the mentality of this, especially from the coaching staff, is we go 2-0 up, we want to go 3-0 up.
And you could have done today. You had your chances to put this game to bed.
Yeah, we definitely did. But it's a learning. We've got to learn. We can't invite pressure, and we've got enough energy, we've got good mobility, good dynamics in midfield. Why do we want to sit deep? And again, but that's not just responsibility of those players, the responsibility from the goalkeeper, the defenders, to push them on, make them, get them into confrontational mode, get them closer to the people that have got the ball. We want to go hunting the ball, we want to win the ball back, we want to regain possession of the ball. We don't want to be interceptors like toe pokers, not for me. We want to be a team that regains possession, gets on the front foot, and then exposes opposition.
Just a final one, and it's again back to the change in the course of this game. There was a big break in the second half when the assistant referee was injured, had to go off. It was eventually 10 minutes of stoppage time that it yielded. Is it fair to say Morecambe perhaps responded better to that than you did? They seemed to be more focused maybe after the play resumed. Did they benefit more from that break than you did, Keith?
Yeah, I know. But back in the day, it was a case of the linesman got injured, he dropped his flag, and somebody else come and picked the flag up.
Yeah,
Whereas
it was
now,
a long break, wasn't it?
Yeah, but now with the technology, you have to interchange the intercoms from being a fourth official to being the assistant referee. So the whole intercoms have to change, so they've got direct contact with the referee. And it did seem to take a long time. We did ask if, rather than him having to walk across the pitch, could he have gone round like the players have to and get the nearest point of relief? But then you get told, well, no, you have to interchange the intercoms. And again, they're their home team. They're fighting for their lives. We didn't adopt the right mentality. We camped in, and again, that comes from the leaders in the team. We've got to play hard up the pitch. We're a better team when we play hard up the pitch, and we have that confrontation because we accept the challenges. What we don't want to do is sit back and invite pressure.
Okay, many thanks for your